Hey guys, Tawana here, back with another video for you guys on the growth. If you are new here, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. Let me just give you a little background as to what the growth is about. So the growth is here to allow us all to be true to ourselves by tapping into our unknown potentials. I feel like I'm always changing what the channel is about, but holistically guys, the growth is just about growing, development, sharing thoughts and ideas on how to ultimately become better versions of ourselves. If that is something that interests you, I'm going to invite you to go ahead and join the family by clicking on the subscribe button below. If you read the title, today we'll be talking about bad habits that are making not even you but us broke, and how to stop. Trust me when I tell you, each and every one of us has some type of bad habit that we need to outgrow. I am constantly trying to outgrow my own bad habits, but these habits were specifically designed for people who do struggle with bad habits such as these, and they're trying to stop them. So let's jump into this video. So I think the first bad habit that I'm going to be talking about is sticking your head in the sand. Growing up in the Caribbean is a struggle. If you do not know, I'm Jamaican. I am born and raised, and I still live here in Jamaica. And there are a lot of bad habits that I will also be creating a video on learning bad habits that we picked up from our parents. But when I say sticking your head in the sand, it means that having problems and choosing to ignore your problems versus trying to fix your problems. Now, these problems may be financial problems, it may be personal problems, but for some reason you believe it is, say, okay, let's ignore it and it will go away. No. If you have a loan, or you have a car payment or a mortgage, or you have relationship problems, addressing your problem will definitely help better the situation or solve the situation, as opposed to ignoring your problems. So your debt collector call, oh ma'am, we're noticing that your account is in arrears for the past month, and instead of answering your phone, you let it go to voicemail, then you listen to the voicemail. Instead of contacting them ahead of time, or if you see the call, you answer the phone and you say, hey, yeah, I know that you're calling because I missed a payment, and I'm just going through a difficult time right now. Is there any measures that you guys have in place to assist persons going through a difficult time? Is there any leniency in terms of giving me a waiver for a month on this bill that I have due? Or saying to your partner, you do this and I don't like it, and I think that you should, be more considerate, or whatever the case is. Addressing your problems as opposed to sticking your head in the sand and ignoring your problems is not going to solve anything. And with that said, let us move on to number 2 on my list. Would be keeping up with the Joneses. Who are the Joneses, you may ask? The Joneses are people who you may know in real life, or people who you may follow on social media, and they may be living a certain life. I don't know, if you're from the Caribbean, let me know down in the comment section, but here in Jamaica, we have a saying, being red eye. So you might see like people posting like, they're going here and they're going there, and you're like thinking to yourself like, I want to go there, I want to go here, and you go out of your way to make it possible. But in reality, this person's story or their timeline, it might just be their best highlighted moments that they're putting out there for you to see. Or they may have planned these outings and they are financially stable, and so they go and they love to take pictures and to share. Keeping up with the Joneses will cause you to go broke. And I don't know about y'all, but that is not in my vocabulary over here. So I think it is important to follow your own progress versus seeing someone online and wanting to imitate or be like that person. I just think that it's going to cost you to be worse off in life versus allowing you to be a better version of yourself ultimately. That's just my idea. Let me know down in the comment section if you agree with what I just said. Just be happy for them, guys, and just know that everyone has their own time when things happen. And if you take comfort into that, and if you set goals, which reminds me, if you have not yet seen my videos on the top 6 reasons as to why to set goals, I'm going to be linking in the iCards for you above, as well as the description box below. So be on the lookout for that if you have not yet seen. Number 3 would be using money you don't have. I mean, why? I never understood why people think it's important to use money that they don't have. I mean, you're gonna take out a loan to flaunt on people. It's just ridiculous to me. You're going to use your credit card when you already know you don't have the money to pay back your credit card. You're going to take out a line of credit on new furniture and appliances because your friend just remodeled their home. No. Guys, these are definitely bad habits that will make anyone go broke. Because spending money that you already don't have on hand to do something that is not a dire necessity is gonna cause you to go broke. Definitely, it is. As I said, things happen in their own time, and also most importantly, it is important to set goals. Do not set goals off what other persons are doing. Set goals that are specific to you and your. Number 4 would be to not have a budget. Guys, I'm not perfect. I am not perfect at all. But having a budget is extremely important. Extremely important. I'm not gonna say people who have a budget, they don't ever fall off their budget. No, that would be false. I mean, there are persons who are very strict on their budget. I'm not gonna sit here and say to you that I've never gone over my budget, because that would also be a lie. I have. However, in the past few years, I've learned to not do that. So for example, if there is something that after I created my budget, I usually create my budget a month in advance. No 2 months usually have the same exact budget. However, they are identical in terms of utilities and food and so forth. Those are usually, the constants of every month. However, if it is that I set my budget this month and the month has ended and I stuck to my budget, and there is something that I wanted to get but I was not able to get, I would just simply add it to next month's budget. I would do some research in terms of my finances, what is possible for me, and then create a budget for that for next month. That's typically what I do. So even last month, there were a few things that I saw that I really want, and I said to myself, I'm gonna add it to this month's budget, because I think it is important to just follow your own trend and play around with your budget, guys, and see what works for you. But definitely not having a budget is a definite no. Studies show that people who don't have a budget are likely to not even have savings, and savings are important because you never know when a quote-unquote rainy day will come and you're gonna need some finance. So definitely, guys, something to do. Number 5 will be failing to invest in yourself. I mean, this varies, and it varies from person to person. Very important to invest in yourself. So for example, what I just said before, treating yourself, guys, comes in so many different ways and form. Treating yourself could be saying no to someone. You might be the person who's always there for people, always saying yes. It might be to have a 1 day per week where you do meditation. It might be setting a budget to do a little online shopping for yourself. It might be treating yourself to a spa day. It might be treating yourself to a dinner date just by yourself, just to relax and to enjoy your own company. Or it just might be just giving yourself some free time. I mean, so many times we are so hard on ourselves, and I think having alone time, which also reminds me, my friend, she did a top 10 reasons as to spending alone time in 2020. I'm gonna link that video down below just in case you are interested. But also a disclaimer, she is doing a makeup tutorial while doing the video, but I felt that that was a very good video. And I don't know, I feel as if persons are afraid of spending alone time with themselves, but spending alone time is actually very good for your mental health, and I would suggest to find some time to just spend some alone time with yourself. Number 6, guys, would be emotional spending. I know at some point in time we all go through, you know, like downtimes when we are feeling, you know, a little depressed, a little sad. And it may not be anything that dramatic that happened in your life. It's just that you just might wake up one morning and you're saying to yourself, you know, you're just not feeling like yourself, and you may say, let me cheer myself up by spontaneously going to have lunch, or spontaneously going to the spa, or spontaneously doing some shopping online. Too many people have spontaneous shopping days where they just spontaneously spend money, and I think that that is definitely a bad habit. So some questions you may need to ask yourself is it necessary? Do I really need another pair of shoes? Do you? So whenever you feel the need to spend spontaneously, ask yourself a few questions. Is it necessary? Why do I feel like I need to buy this or to spend money on this? Could I be doing better things with this money? Those are just a few questions that you can ask yourself to prevent yourself from, you know, making that purchase. Another reason is avoid marketing emails. So, you know, when you go online, and for example, Fashion Nova, one of my favorite websites, you might go on Fashion Nova and you make a purchase, and at the end they say, oh, do you want to sign up for, subscribe to our email? And, you know, I usually click yes and sign up, but I have control over my spending. I do. I get tons of email on a daily from different websites, Pretty Little Things, Fashion Nova, Shein, AliExpress, oh my gosh, fragrance.net, just a wide range of emails that I have subscribed to. And I'm not gonna lie, it's been a minute since I've opened one of those because I typically just swipe right and delete all of them, to a point where sometimes they would say, oh, it's been a minute since you've opened one of our emails, do you want to continue subscribing? And I would click yes, because sometimes, you know, deals come along, like, you know, if it's Father's Day or if it's someone's birthday, and you can get something for them then, but then that would also be a part of the whole plan. But just avoid marketing emails, guys, because a sale, can I say something? When I just started purchasing online and I saw sales, I would go crazy. I'd be like, oh my god, they're having 50% off, because I thought that it would never come back around. But guys, it's a marketing strategy. These sales, they happen so many times throughout the years, it's ridiculous. You don't need to fall for that. Number 8 would be not having a financial goal or plan. You have not yet seen my video on 6 reasons why you need to be setting goals. I am going to link it in the description bar below, or you can go on my page, go on the video section and search for it. That is all I'm gonna say for this this number. So moving on to number 9 for me would be spending what you don't have. So spending what you don't have, it goes again and it ties back into so many things I said earlier, such as keeping up with the Joneses, spontaneous spending. So what I would suggest to prevent yourself from going broke is to walk with the exact cash that you need. I do that from time to time. I might be going out with my friends and I have a budget to say, okay, I'm not going to spend more than $6,000. So I will just withdraw the $6,000 and walk with it, so that I know that whenever that $6,000 is finished, I am done for the night. I'm not spending another cent. So if you are someone who is not, who does not have, and I hate to say this, but self-control, you may want to consider walking with the exact money that you have. And my top 10 reason as to things that are gonna cost you to be broke is having the mentality to say tomorrow will take care of itself. So you might have $10, you might spend the $10 today and say, oh, tomorrow will take care of itself. So tomorrow we'll just wing it, basically. Anything that happens, happens. No, guys, you definitely don't want to be living like that, because again, it will cause you to go broke. If you earn $10, it doesn't mean you have to spend the $10 at once. It is important to 1, set goals, 2, have financial plan, 3, have self-discipline, which is so very important. And I think that is it for me for today's video. Disclaimer guys, this video was not intended to bash anyone at all as to their preference, as to what they like or not like, or as to what they choose to do with their money. We all have bad habits guys, but it's what we do to curtail them or to fix them or simply stop them. Created this video taking into consideration that we all can change our bad habits. So if you enjoyed this video or if you like content like this, give this video a big thumbs up. Join the family if you have not yet done so by clicking that red subscribe button down below, and I will see you guys in my another video. Take care.